Hello, hello. Welcome to Heal and Ascend Tarot. I hope everyone's doing well. If you haven't yet, I just posted a reading on how this person views you. So it's a pick a card reading. So if you haven't checked that out yet, please feel free to check that video out and see if any of that resonates with you, okay? In that video, I was just saying how grateful and thankful I am for every single one of you. You know, we're almost at 10,000 subscribers, which is freaking amazing. I adore every one of you. I do want to get more of these zodiac sign readings out. I apologize for the delay. Guys, you know what? Things come up. I also have another business as well, so it's just sometimes I do my best to get as many things out as I can when I have the energy. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. So just, you know, bear with me, please. But you guys are all really good about that. So I am making my way through the rest of the personalized readings. I don't think I have too many to get through, so I'm definitely taking on new clients at this time. So if you wanted to book a personalized reading with me, head over to healandascendtarot.com, and all the information's down below. I do offer 24-hour turnarounds for readings currently, okay? But without further ado, that was probably the longest intro I've ever had, and it's only like a minute. Let's see what's going on within the collective, all right, Spirit? Okay, so as always, we're going to start off with Divine Masculine's energy, okay? So let's see where the masculines currently are. Remember, this is a general reading, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. If they don't, please discard them, please leave them. They are timeless though, so come back at a later date, they might resonate, all right? But don't try to make it fit if it doesn't fit. And always, 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 I don't say this enough, use your own intuition. The readings are only supposed to kind of, like, okay, so the readings, when you listen to a reading, you're going to feel a sense of, oh wow, this is me, this is my story, this resonates, and that's your intuition telling you something. But if you're listening to a reading and you're like, does that really make sense? Or you have all these questions, it's probably because it's not for you. All right, so just leave it. Oh wow, okay. We're taking it, guys. So I'm seeing separation. All right, so the Divine Masculine could really be feeling a sense of separation at this time, all right? So what else do we have for the Divine Masculine, Spirit? What else do we have going on for the Divine Masculines at this time? Bound. Okay. So Divine Masculines are definitely in a place of, you know, still attached to their fears, okay? Some of you guys, there still could be an attachment to a karmic situation, karmic partner, job, third party, whatever it is. This is just telling me that we're dealing with a masculine who is still bound by addictive behaviors or bound by lower vibrational energies, okay? Which it's looking like has now caused some sort of separation between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. Okay, so let's take a closer look and see what's going on here. Alright, Spirit, so tell me about the Divine Masculines at this time. So what's currently going on with them in the headspace? Alright, so just in general. Okay, the moon just fell out on my lap. I'm putting it back in the deck, but definitely, I think the masculines right now are going through a lot of fears. Okay, so they could be going through a bit of a darker time, a bit of a depression. The moon's coming out. Their deep subconscious fears could be coming to the surface. Okay, especially if there are addictions, they could be having to face that stuff kind of head on, which is very intimidating. First of all, it's very intimidating for a feminine to deal with her addictions or codependencies head on, but for a masculine who doesn't like to feel emotions or deal with emotions, it's even that much more traumatizing, okay? So definitely could be a tough time for the masculine. So let's take a look and let's see what's going on. So Spirit, tell me about Divine Masculine. Tell me about Divine Masculines. Where are they at just in their headspace? The Four of Cups. Okay. The Five of Wands in reverse. The Nine of Cups. See, guys, with this Nine of Cups, I was saying there is something here about some of them, you know, engaging in addictive behaviors. We have the Page of Cups. Okay. So with the Four of Cups here, I am seeing that the masculines are in this energy of kind of rejecting what's right in front of them at this time. And the reason being is because they are still bound, okay? So the masculines could be rejecting their feminines at this time, or just rejecting any sort of positive energy that's coming forth Because, you know, with the Four of Cups, this is spirit, this is divine trying to offer you something, trying to provide you with an opportunity, but you're so distracted or you're so self-absorbed, or you're dealing with your own, you know, fears, whatever it is, there's something distracting you from a golden opportunity that's right in front of you. So the masculines are kind of in this energy of rejecting some sort of offer here from the divine because they're bound to another situation. So with the Five of Wands in reverse, there is a lot of internal conflict that the masculines are experiencing at this time, okay? The Nine of Cups, like I said, with this bound energy, I'm seeing this as the masculines could possibly be overindulging, could be drinking a lot, could be, you know, engaging in addictive behaviors like drugs, partying a lot, okay? Because this guy has a lot of cups right in front of him. And I know this can talk about wish fulfillment, but with the bound card and the Nine of Cups, I'm seeing this as an overindulgence energy, as someone who could be literally out partying a lot, okay, and, you know, maybe trying to numb out their feelings. We do have the Page of Cups, so this is masculine kind of thinking about offering some sort of small offer, an apology, a small emotional offering, possibly to the feminines, but we're going to take a look. Let's not jump to conclusions here. So why is the Four of Cups here? Why is the Four of Cups here, Spirit? Wow. Okay, so 3 cards coming out. I just wanted to get one, but that's okay. 10 of Swords in reverse. Some sort of painful ending that the masculine is trying to pull himself out of, okay? We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. There's lack of a start in the physical world. And like I said, the masculines are kind of rejecting any offers right now. So if the feminines have come forward with some sort of offer of stability or some sort of new beginning, the masculines don't want it, okay? Or they're feeling like they don't want it right now. 8 of Cups in reverse. The masculines, though, emotionally are having a hard time walking away from a situation that's keeping them very bound. And this is what I'm saying here, guys. So for those of you who are feeling some sort of disconnect with your masculine, I wouldn't take it personally, because I'm seeing that the masculines are having a hard time walking away from a very dissatisfying situation. It's like, you know, the cups have all spilled over here, right? You know they've spilled over. You know this is not a satisfying situation, but for whatever reason you can't walk away, and that's why I'm seeing that they're bound to something here, okay? And again, I just want to say, for most of you watching, I'm going to assume that you guys are in separation. So if you're in contact with your divine masculine at this time, this reading probably isn't for you, okay? So why is the Five of Wands in reverse? Why is the Five of Wands in reverse? We have the Lovers. Wow. So this is the masculine having to make some sort of a choice. I'm also getting here that the masculines are feeling this strong soul connection with their feminines, but are almost, it's an internal battle with their mind, because they're bound to their fears, they're bound to their addictions, they're bound to their karmic partner, but yet they're feeling this strong soul connection or this pull back to their feminines, but it's almost like they're fighting the feeling or fighting themselves, okay? So why is the Nine of Cups here, Spirit? Why is the Nine of Cups here? The High Priestess. Okay, so this is talking about your intuition, right? And this is what I'm getting. Okay, I got this clear as day right now. Spirit just told me, Nine of Cups, High Priestess, drowning intuition, guys. The masculines are feeling that intuitively they know where they need to be, okay? But they're drowning out their intuition at this time because they are bound to something here, all right? So why is the Page of Cups here? What is this Page of Cups about? The Hermit. Okay, so the masculines are doing some sort of soul searching here. They're kind of in this retreat mode. They could be thinking during this kind of, like, as they go within, I feel like the masculine is thinking about maybe offering something. Like I said, I feel like it's something small. So I feel like when the masculine goes within, he could be recognizing that he needs to make some sort of offer to the feminine, or that he needs to apologize to the feminine. But with the Hermit, this is telling me that this isn't something that he's doing. It's definitely something he's thinking about, but I don't see him acting on it, because we are getting an energy of drowning out feelings at this time. Okay, so let's move on though, and let's take a look at how the masculine is feeling about the feminine in the heart. Okay, so let's take a look. Alright, Spirit, so how is divine masculine feeling about divine feminine in the heart space? How is divine masculine feeling about divine feminine in the heart? Alright, so what do we see here, Spirit? Yeah. Yep. Alright, so we have true love. And Okay, guys, I think this true love card came out in the last reading, and I was saying actually that I don't see this card that often, but lately this has been coming up for the collective, and I feel like the masculines are at a point of actually having this recognition with their feminines, okay? See, guys, addictions are affecting your romantic life. What was I just saying? The masculines could be asking their friends for support in terms of what to do about this situation, because they do seem to be codependent or bound to another situation. However, feminines, as always, because most of you are divine feminines watching, if your masculine is engaging in addictive behaviors, it is because your energy is pushing onto the masculine, so they're pulling, and then they're going into their fears, their toxicity. So it's really important that you don't watch these readings and go, oh, well, my masculine is a drunk, or my masculine is, you know, an addict. Because at the end of the day, you guys are mirroring each other. So if they're addicted to something, it means that you haven't healed your codependency yet. But the masculines are definitely feeling like this is true love. I feel like they have recognized this. So for those that I'm pulling for right now, I feel like you're dealing with a masculine who is aware that you are his true love, but there are obviously addictions that are affecting this connection at this time, okay? So the masculines could be asking their friends to, you know, for support in terms of like, how do I get over this addiction? How do I move forward? What do I do, okay? With the let your friends help you, this could be also masculines going and getting counseling. You know, really, I feel like the masculines are really becoming aware that maybe they have a problem. Like, right, you know, sometimes we're kind of in denial, and I feel like the masculines are kind of now aware. You know, when you're an addict and all of a sudden it hits you and you're just like, yes, my name is blah, 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 I'm an addict. And it's just that moment hits you where you're like, I did not realize I had a problem until today. And I feel like some of the masculines are coming into that awareness. Okay, but don't blame your masculines, guys. Remember, you guys are accountable too here. So let's take a look. How is divine masculine feeling about divine feminine, spirit? How is divine masculine feeling about divine feminine at this time? How is divine masculine feeling? Okay. Wow. Okay. So we have the King of Pentacles in reverse, the Page of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Four of Wands in reverse, okay? So I'm getting heavy communication. I'm getting, like, you guys are in separation, but through the separation, I'm getting heavily that the masculines want to communicate. But there's a lack of stability that the masculines are feeling. With the King of Pentacles in reverse, this is a divine masculine who is not balanced in the physical world, meaning they don't have either their career together or they don't feel financially stable. Also too, they're just not grounded, okay? So they could be acting out in very impulsive ways, hence addictions, right? Because when you're not grounded, you tend to do things that are just very impulsive and from a place of fear, because your energy isn't grounded. With the Page of Swords, guys, if you are in separation, please, you know, be aware that your masculines are watching you. They're checking up on your social media. They're seeing what you're doing. You know, so just be aware of that. I don't know how you want to play that, divine feminines, but be aware that they're watching you very heavily. Okay, is what Spirit's telling me, very heavily. With the Page of Wands, I'm getting that the masculines are really wanting to communicate, but I don't feel like this is something that they're going to do. I feel like this is a desire that they have. With the Four of Wands in reverse, they're recognizing that there is no stability within this connection at this time. Okay? So why is this King of Pentacles in reverse here, Spirit? Why is the King of Pentacles in reverse? The Justice card in reverse. Yeah. For some of you, okay, this is going to be for a small, select few of you. Some of your masculines could be getting divorced or coming out of some sort of contract, okay? So it could be some sort of divorce. For some of them, it could be related to work. They're getting out of some sort of situation. For others of you, I'm getting that the masculines are feeling like they've made a bad decision recently because they weren't grounded or because they weren't stable, okay? Yeah, with the Page of Swords, we have the Six of Cups in reverse. Clinging on to the past. The masculine has not let you go, okay? This is someone who is really having a hard time releasing the past, and that's why they're watching you, they're spying on you, they want to communicate with you. But like I said, I don't feel like they're actually going to be acting on it, but we'll take a look later. But with the Six of Cups in reverse, you know, they're thinking about the past memories, okay? So why is the Page of Wands here? The High Priestess in reverse. Guys, what was I saying? Okay. This is the second time the High Priestess has come out, and this is in a different deck. With the High Priestess coming out in reverse, this is a masculine, like I said, who is denying his intuition. His intuition is telling him something here. His intuition could be telling him to reach out, to say something, to communicate, and he's denying his intuition, right? Drowning out intuition. We have addictions affecting this connection. All right, so why is the Four of Wands in reverse? The Wheel of Fortune, okay? So, karmic cycles. You know, something is coming to a close here, all right? Divine timing is at play, is what I'm getting. Now, I'm seeing here that a cycle of instability is about to come to a close, okay? A cycle of instability is about to come to a close in terms of the masculines at this time, okay? So, let's take a look. Actually, you know what? Let's see what this person wants to tell you, okay? So, what does your Divine Masculine want you to know at this time? All right? So we're going to be pulling from the Mystic Moon Twin Flame Messages cards, because a lot of you guys always ask, what are these beautiful red roses? So they're on Mystic Moon's Etsy shop. All right. All right, Spirit, so what does Divine Masculine want Divine Feminine to know at this time? What does Divine Masculine want Divine Feminine to know? All right, so let's see what we have here. I need more time to figure things out, okay? So, yeah, if you guys are going through a period of separation, this person is just saying that they still need time to sort out their feelings. They need time to sort out maybe some sort of karma, okay? This person is saying, how could you still love me after all that I've done? So the masculines aren't really understanding why the feminines are in this place of unconditional love. I feel like because the masculines haven't really experienced unconditional love, they don't get it, okay? They don't understand how someone could love them even though they've done other things. And this is because they've grown up in families where the love was conditional. It was like, you know, if you do something good, I love you. If you do something bad, I don't love you anymore. And that's it's very conditional. And what the feminines are bringing to the masculines is this energy of unconditional love that's very unfamiliar to them, and it scares them. And this is why the masculines often run, and they run back into their addictions and fears. Now, there's more to the story, of course, because the feminines do push their energy. However, that's just one reason as to why the masculine does run, okay? Because unconditional love is not something the masculine has experienced in this lifetime. All right, and we have I still love you, okay? So if you guys are wondering, you know, this person obviously feels like it's true love. They still love you. The feelings haven't died out. They're watching you. They're clinging on to the past, but obviously there's some addictions that are affecting this connection at this time for those of you that this is resonating with. So it might not resonate with all of you, okay? So, but if you're aware of what's happening with your masculines at this time, and if you are in separation, then maybe this is for you, okay? So let's see what's going on with the feminines. All right, Spirit, so tell us about the Divine Feminines. All right, so where are the Divine Feminines at on their journey here, Spirit? What's going on with the Divine Feminines at this time? Okay, so we have conclusion and action. All right, so what I'm getting here is there's been some sort of conclusion, whether this was recent or in the past. There hasn't some sort of conclusions that the feminines have come to. So whether it's with your masculine, whether it's a job, a friendship, I do feel like you're closing out some sort of cycles here. You are kind of coming to some sort of final conclusion. And now with the action card, I'm getting that this is a time for the feminines to, you know, really take on sort of a masculine energy and start moving forward in their life, okay? This is about, there's times in our lives where we have to kind of sit back and, you know, receive, or sit back and sort of, you know, contemplate. But then there's times where we've done enough of that and we have to start taking action and going after our goals, our dreams. And I feel like that this is what's going on, and this is where the feminines are at in their life. So for a lot of you, I'm getting the message that if you have some sort of goal that you want to attain, or some sort of career or project, now is the time to take action, because I feel like Spirit is going to be behind you in all of your creative pursuits. Okay, so now is the time to manifest and bring about beautiful changes into your life, okay? So let's see what's going on with the feminine spirit in the headspace. Okay, as always, I do want to say this to you guys. Sorry, let me just quickly do my little rant. If you're booking a reading with me and you book just a twin flame reading or a soulmate reading, it's going to look very similar to the setup. But if you wanted to find out what's specifically blocking your connection, make sure you book the extended reading, okay? So it's a 40-minute reading opposed to a 25-minute reading, and I do offer that one same day as well if you didn't want to wait, okay? But anyways, let's get to it. So what's going on with the divine feminines? Because it's just something that comes up a lot, and I just want to reiterate it in the readings. Okay, so what's going on with divine feminines here, Spirit? Just in general. Two of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Wands in reverse, the Lovers, and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So what I'm getting here is obviously the connection is still on the feminine's mind, but with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, I'm getting an energy of tired of waiting and just no longer investing in a situation. So for a lot of you guys, if this connection has come to a conclusion or you are in some sort of separation, I feel like the feminines are maybe letting go of this at this time, because with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Wands, this is an energy of, you know, I'm exhausted and I've been holding on for a very long time. And with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, it's like you're overwhelmed and you're just wanting to let go and release that feeling of being juggled back and forth, or release the feeling of this, you know, having to go back and forth with your masculines, okay? We are going to clarify what this is about, but I'm just getting an energy of letting go and this energy of no longer investing. But it's still like with the Lovers, it's still an energy of I recognize the connection, I see the connection, but at this time I need to take action in my own life, okay? So let's see what this Two of Pentacles is about for the feminine. The Two of Swords in reverse. See, exactly. This, guys, for a lot of you, you are dealing with the situation because we're seeing that the masculine is bound to some sort of situation, partner, substance, drug, whatever it is. And I feel like this was keeping this connection at a standstill. This was keeping this connection back and forth. And with the Two of Swords in reverse and the Two of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like this has come to a conclusion. I feel like the feminines are just no longer going to deal with this energy, okay? So why is the Nine of Wands in reverse? The Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah. Okay, this is what I'm picking up. The feminines still acknowledge that there is a connection here. I don't feel like they have given up, but I do feel like they've stopped pursuing this connection. The Knight of Wands in reverse. I have the passion. I know we have a soul connection here, but the Knight of Wands is like, I'm holding back right now. I'm going to focus on other pursuits. And that's why we have this action card. Okay, so tell me about the Lovers here, Spirit. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Yes, guys, so that we already saw the King of Pentacles coming out in reverse for the masculine's end. And this is what I'm seeing here. The masculines are still not stable. They're not ready to commit. It doesn't mean that the feminines don't feel this connection. They still do. But they're recognizing that the masculines are just not there right now. All right, so the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. What is this about? The Seven of Pentacles in reverse. The Seven of Swords in reverse. Sorry, guys, my throat chakra just went wacky. So some of you guys also too, what I'm getting is some of you guys, your throat chakra could be blocked. Okay, hold on, I need to sit. Yeah, so Seven of Swords in reverse. This is about the divine feminines recognizing there has been some sort of deceit, some sort of dishonesty. But with the Seven of Swords in reverse, I'm getting that this is kind of a forgive and forget and a move on, and just an energy of no longer investing in this situation right now, okay? Because we do have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and this is telling me that there is a lack of investment at this time, and it could have been because there's some sort of deceit. Sorry guys, my throat chakra, wow. I don't know if I'm picking up on your energy, that where your throat chakra is blocked, or maybe there's a lack of honesty that some of you are experiencing, or this is the masculine having a really difficult time communicating. Because yeah, it could be the masculines actually, what Spirit's telling me, because we are seeing the masculines are really wanting to communicate, but I feel like they're holding back. So this could be that the masculines are really trying to get something through here. But let's move on. Let's take a look at how you're feeling about the masculine. Alright, Spirit, so how are the divine feminines currently feeling towards their divine masculines at this time? look at what's going on here in the heart space. What's happening in the heart for the Divine Feminines. I think I just saw the Deception card. Yeah, it was interesting because I was feeling that card coming through, and that's why we had that Seven of Swords. The feminines are feeling like they've been deceived by their masculines, okay? I feel like the feminines are at a place of, you know, really wanting this connection still, but being aware that someone could be wearing a false mask, okay? So the masculines could be in this deceitful energy seal, which we're already seeing. The masculines are in a deceitful energy. They're bound to some situation. I feel like the feminines are thinking about sort of like that honeymoon stage with the masculine, okay? And I feel like the feminines are, when they think about the masculine, they're trying to think about the good times, but I do feel like sometimes the deception seeps in for the feminines, okay? So let's take a look. So how are Divine Feminines currently feeling towards their Divine Masculines in the heart spirit? What do we have here? Yeah, look at that, guys. The Seven of Swords, deception. Okay. Let's see. The World. Yeah, so there's definitely been a conclusion here. There's definitely been a conclusion. The Sun. Okay, let's see. Wow, guys, we're getting the Lovers again. And the King of Wands. See, okay, so this is exactly what I'm getting. I feel like the feminines are not stopping, like they're not holding back when it comes to the love that they feel for the masculines. Like we do have the Sun and the Lovers, but obviously we have some sort of cycle that is closed. Okay, the feminines are still viewing the masculines as the King of Wands, so there's a lot of passion that they still feel. But with this Deception card, I feel like the feminines could be aware that the masculines maybe are wearing some sort of a false mask or aren't being true to their feelings at this time. I am going to clarify this Deception card because Spirit is kind of pushing me to. Alright, Spirits, tell me about this Deception. Alright, sorry guys, the camera went out. I was just saying that I'm going to clarify the Deception card because I was saying that it's very beautiful energy that the feminines are in regards to the masculine. The only thing that seems a little bit odd is the deception. That's why I want to clarify what's going on here, because even though it seems like a cycle has ended with the feminine and the masculine, it seems like they're in separation, the feminines are still in this very positive energy. So this is like a very optimistic energy. It's like, I feel like the feminines are aware that they're calling in their soulmate, they're calling in their twin flame by being in this very positive, happy vibration, and it's bringing in this soul connection, okay? So let's take a look. This is almost like the definition of the Divine Feminines holding a space for the masculines without, it's like, you know, it's not a codependent thing. It's the feminines holding a space for the masculines as they move through some sort of deceptive energy, okay? So let's take a look. So clarify deception here, Spirit. Why is deception here? Okay, so we have conclusions coming out again. Okay, let's take a look. Received and numbing. Okay, so this is a very interesting energy to get. Okay, yeah, okay, sorry, that took me a second. I'm like, what is this? All right, so I am seeing here that this connection has come to a conclusion. Obviously, we're getting that. We're getting the World. We've had the conclusion twice, and we've also had separation, okay? So there has been separation. What I am getting is that the feminines are starting to see, because this is a masculine on this card, the feminines are receiving the message that the masculines are currently in need, I feel like. The masculines are numbing out their feelings at this time, okay? I feel like the masculines are struggling very much at this point in time, and I feel like with the feminines, they're receiving the guidance from Spirit that they need to be in this positive vibration. And this is what I'm talking about when it comes to the feminines really holding a space without holding on to the masculine. It's kind of like the feminine is taking action in her own life while also holding a place of love for the masculine to heal. Okay, so let's clarify. So why is the World here, Spirit? The Two of Cups, yeah. There has been some sort of cycle that has ended, and this could be leading to some sort of reunion here with the Two of Cups. But the feminines are really feeling this connection still. Two of Cups, Lovers, really still feeling this connection, which is interesting considering the energy that the masculine is in. And this is why I'm getting that the feminines are really keeping a very positive attitude considering what's going on with the masculines at this time. Okay, wow, guys, Judgment. This is telling me that the feminines are optimistic that there's some sort of redemption here when it comes to this connection, even after a cycle has closed. So tell me about the Lovers. Tell me about the Lovers for the divine feminines. The High Priestess. Wow, okay, this is a very interesting, this is very interesting to come out. So remember guys, we are getting the High Priestess coming out for the masculine, but we are getting it in the sense of the masculine denying his intuition, because the first time it did come out in reverse. What I'm getting here is the feminines are really tapping into their intuition when it comes to this connection. Look at all of these major arcanas as well for the feminines. So really connected to spirit here. I feel like the feminines are really getting it. They're really blending their divine feminine and divine masculine energy within. Okay, and that's why they're able to hold a sacred space for the masculine at this time. All right, so why is the King of Wands here? Feminines, this is beautiful. The Death card, another major arcana. See, they're realizing that the masculines are going through a deep transformation. The death of the ego, and I feel like the feminines are holding up a space. Okay, understanding that the masculines are really probably going through some sort of difficult time. For a lot of the masculines, they could be going through some sort of dark night of the soul energy, and the feminines have, a lot of these feminines have already gone through this stuff. So a lot of the masculine, the energy that the masculines are going through, or the lessons that the masculines are learning that they're currently numbing out, I feel like the feminines have already went through that aspect. They've already had their ego death. They've already went through this sort of transformation, which is why through all of this energy, they're able to keep this positivity. And this is new, I feel like, for the feminines, because you know, especially when you're dealing with deception, it's not easy to stay in a place of unconditional love when you're dealing with this energy. But it's like the feminines are separating themselves from negativity and keeping their positivity. They're keeping their light. They're keeping their light on, okay, even if the masculine has turned off his light. Sorry guys, I don't know why the camera keeps going out. I think after I hit a certain time, it like stops every 5 minutes. Anyways, that was fine. I was done talking. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to check on what is the future looking like. So, are the masculines, obviously we're saying that the masculines are wanting to communicate. They're watching their feminines. But, does this mean that they're going to reach out, or they're just going to continue with what they're doing, okay? So let's see what action the masculines are going to take towards the feminines at this time, or over the next few weeks, sorry. So if this is resonating with you, let's see what's happening over the next few weeks, okay? So what action is Divine Masculine going to take towards Divine Feminine over the next few weeks, if any? Alright, Spirit, so what do we see? Alright, so what do we see here? Okay, first card out, we do have the Six of Wands. We have the Sun coming out in reverse. Now remember guys, I'm using a completely different deck. We do have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, one more card for future action. Yep. Okay, so I'm seeing here, remember how we were seeing the Page of Wands, and this was in a different deck for the masculines. So we're still getting the masculines wanting to communicate, and with this coming out as the action card, I'm actually getting that the masculines will be communicating because we do have the Page of Wands. What's very interesting with this, I'm getting very positive energy. The only thing that I'm seeing here is the Sun in reverse, but I feel like this is the masculines really trying to find their inner joy, okay? The Sun in reverse could also talk about the masculines really trying to find that inner joy, that inner peace. With the Six of Wands, this is definitely telling me for future action that there's going to be forward movement. All right, in terms of the feminines, the masculines are really wanting a victory here with their feminines. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. So this is the masculines wanting to have complete fulfillment, something long-term with the feminines. And wanting to communicate. So I do see communication happening, all right? I'm seeing very positive energy. I'm a little surprised to see this, to be quite honest, just because of the energy that the masculines are in. But with the feminines holding a space, whatever you feminines are doing, if you feel like you're in a high vibe, continue doing what you're doing because it is working. I feel like it's drawing in your masculine. And I'm really seeing here that that feeling of him wanting to communicate is going to lead to actual communication in the physical world. And I do feel like there's going to be a victory here for this connection over the next few weeks. So very beautiful very beautiful, guys. So I do hope that this reading was helpful. If you wanted to book a personalized reading with me, head over to Heal and Ascend Tarot. Information's down below. Sending you love and light. Okay, I love every single one of you guys. I'm so grateful. I'm so freaking thankful. I can't wait for us to hit 10,000 and to continue to grow and expand and build this beautiful community. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. Keep well. Bye.